point you touched on is important. Like the reporting is the bit I think we're advancing more now. So we're looking at really leveraging the power of Power BI with the data sets that Centerpoint is now gathering. And that's where I see the platform really evolving, is giving more and more insights. So the data's there, right? But it's about what different types of insights we can now derive out of that. That's, I think, limitless in a way. And we're currently working in terms of trying to get as much insight as we can, giving the customer as much value as they can get out of the data that they're recording, which is quite a lot of data, and can tell quite a story about so many different aspects of the business that would be of interest to any aspect of the business, from the finance teams to the operations teams. I think they can all get something from this platform.
The parts thing is something that, you know, we always sort of wanted. It was like in the list of things. We didn't get to that point in the original sort of work that was done with Centerpoint's predecessor. But yeah, it is a great addition. When that comes online, to be able to know that then when you're doing those maintenances, you know exactly how many O-rings you're going to need, or how many, you know, coils, or, you know, whatever it is that you're replacing, and be able to automatically deplete that from your parts store, and then automatically flag that you need to order more stuff, because that's another point of failure for people when you're, you know, depending on the size of tool fleet you're maintaining, and you need to have all that stuff. Now, you don't want to have too much stuff because it's not cheap, and it's stock, it's just sitting, right? Yeah, you want to get that just in time, but you can't do this just in time if you don't have a system that kind of makes that all visible and it's all live. Yeah. Spreadsheets, they just don't work for that.
And you must find it quite rewarding now, seeing something that you kind of with the brainchild of initially from an operational standpoint, now having that relevance to so many different companies, so many different departments. When we go and see people, they all can resonate with this challenge that we have addressed here with Centerpoint. It's not something that was just exclusive for Reed and ANSA, but actually is now widespread. Absolutely. In the industry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of having been the original architect of the way that the, you know, kind of translating, you know, the practices and the way that we did things, and fine-tuning them, and then translating them into the user stories, translating them into how it should look like, and getting you guys to make it real and make it sort of in a piece of, you know, software that embeds all of that knowledge. Yeah, I'm proud of having helped and been involved in that. And I had countless conversations, you know, with other people in the industry where they were just making comments about, oh, how this went wrong, how that tool got missing, how we lost a basket full of stuff, and I was like, oh, you just should do this and that. But we couldn't really at that point share it in any way. It was like, you know,
I hear the same challenges all the time. Everywhere I go and we talk about Centerpoint, the challenges are always the same. You know, we're struggling to track this, we can't find that, we don't have confidence in what we're doing over here. And it's always the same sort of challenges that come up. And and immediately when we go through the demonstrations and start to talk about the modules, it's a light bulb moment straight away. It doesn't tend to be a difficult story to sell to people because they're already experiencing it. You know.
And right now they can come to you and say, could you run a demo for us? Could you just get maybe some of our data in there, just so they can see how it would look like?